Got it again. He'll try it to the right, and he's got room again. Robinson into the secondary. 38 yards.
Y'all made this.
Just inside the uprights.
Hit it.
Welcome, everybody. You are back in the nest with the Gnarly Bros. How are we doing, Dirty Beast, Case and Kelly?
Man, I cannot complain, dude. Got the dub. Just it felt different, hearing a lot of takes out there. JJ McCarthy's trash and he's buns. That's what the kids are saying these days. Buns,
Cheeks, if you will.
cheeks. Or that just all kinds of excuses, and it's like, okay, maybe, but like I said last episode, we know it when we see it. And it looked different, at least to us.
Oh yeah.
And like from what we know, and it felt good, man. It felt really good. It's awesome. We don't get to see a lot of sacks, dude.
No.
Six.
Yeah, we would be stretching out 3 games hoping to get 6 last
Whole
year.
season. Just kidding.
Yeah. By far, the story of the game is the defense. Played with aggression, violence, as they say, and just so much more fun to watch than defenses of the past. All rookies showed up. All rookies in the first 4 picks either had a sack or an INT. Now,
Incredible.
That is ridiculous. Xavier Watt played really well. Bowman, 4th rounder. That guy was all over the field. Almost had 2 picks.
Yep. He's gonna get his, man. They both are.
Yeah. Pierce Jr. showing you why we, move things around to get him. I think we're gonna look back at that. A lot of people really hated on that pick. But I think we're going to look back and say, man, that was genius. And who knows? Fontenot could be aging well. Is that possible?
It was a good draft, man. And we knew it. We got the receipts, and man, there's nothing like a draft day getting texts from all of your buddies who are fans of all kinds of teams all over the country talking shit about the Falcons draft decisions. And hey, sometimes, a lot of the time, it's like yar. But I don't know, man. I was just texting people like, I don't know, I like it. I liked it
right off the bat. I thought it was dynamic. I thought that they were getting a lot of good value. A lot of people say they're giving up a first. But think about development for a defensive player. You're getting someone this year. So the next year, when that pick, you would be getting a rookie. Now you have someone that's been in the league whole year.
Yep. Gotten
that experience under their belt. That's much more valuable.
Absolutely, dude. Hey, man, speaking of development,
okay.
Zach Harrison.
Oh,
all
my
right.
goodness.
1.5 sacks. 5 combined tackles, 2 solo tackles, 3 assists, 1 tackle for a loss, 2 QB hits, and 1 forced fumble.
Man,
dude,
that's like a quadruple double, like a Joker stat line. He's doing a little bit of everything, but it's so. I mean, there's a big question about the interior line losing Grady. He has that kind of like can play the edge, but also can play the interior. I think he was playing a lot of those snaps and maybe like what we would say a 3-tech.
I don't know, man.
Seems like he was kind of more in the interior and clogging up gaps, making it hard for them to run. Pretty impressive. The Vikings are a solid squad.
Very.
What was their record last year? They barely lost anything last year.
14-3, I think.
Yeah. So we should feel good about the way our defense has showed up week 1 and week 2. We held the Buccaneers to not too many yards. I think it was, Baker might have had like 200 something. He didn't ball out in that way.
But he pulled out the dub, which he just did tonight too, over an incredible Texans defense.
Dank. Shout out to Baker.
Shout out Baker.
I mean, he's going to be a theme. He teaches you not to hate. You just got to appreciate. That's what it's all about.
You gotta admire, man, to be on the Browns the way that stuff goes down there, and go through and then to bounce around. I don't know if you remember that like Thursday night game when he was on the Rams. Do you remember that?
Rams, yeah.
Goes in there, goes nuts. There's a narrative that McVay turned him around, but who knows if that's but yeah, he headbutted when they got the win. He headbutted another player, except he didn't have a helmet on, and so it was just like, wow, this guy.
Yeah.
But the comp I've heard from this is from Evan Silva, who is like just one of the goats of in the fantasy world, but just football in general, honestly, just super respected and around the league and everything. But his comp, or what he saw, the archetype that Baker kind of needed to be from the beginning was Drew Brees. And I remember when Baker was kind of struggling, him being like, can he, because of his size and everything and just his game, can he be that, And I think the answer is like his own version of that, and he can run more, and he's out there,
that's a big difference.
Yeah.
Drew Brees was really good at throwing the ball.
Slicing and dicing.
Well, shout out to the defense. Divine Diablo had a good game once again. Rukaroro.
That's right.
And overall, but I think that one big hit, I don't have an update for us just yet, but AJ Terrell did come out of the game, and we definitely suffered for that in our secondary. Got burnt a couple times.
Has AJ ever played a full season?
Yeah, he's pretty consistent.
No, you're right.
He's not bad.
17 games last year, 17 games, 23. So no, you're right. I don't know. It seems like he's always getting injured. I don't know. He's like one of those guys, I guess, remember Julio? He would limp off the field, but then he'd be back.
Different. Julio sat out a lot, but love to Julio. Offense, a little bit less to be desired. Solid running game. Got back to the run.
Big time.
Bijan, I mean, gift from God. He's got some powers. He's got some talent.
Yeah.
I mean, he is kind of a cut above. And then Algier.
No pun intended.
No, not intended at all. No.
Dude, he did one cut. It was a run for a loss, but he still had like 3 forced missed tackles and the most insane cut I've ever seen.
Yeah. Man, I would not want to be one-on-one in the flats.
Nah.
You're dust. Algier, great game.
Great game.
Such a great resource, especially if you have a lead late in the game. They're getting tired, just,
Dude, he's a hammer. 16 for 76 with a long of 17. It might have been when they kind of let him go through, but still, And
those yards are hard on that defense.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, just compare the two backfields, and, it's a similar thing that the Vikings are going for with Mason and Aaron Jones.
Mm-hmm.
A little different, but I love Aaron Jones, by the way. Potential Hall of Famer, but or he should be at least. But anyway, just they didn't compare that duo just looked older and less dynamic, just everything. So I'm super grateful to have the guys that we have, man. Another example of people talking trash on draft night when we took Bijan, what's the deal? Algier had 1,000 yards last year as a rookie. You got your guy, Well, I'm glad we did it. Okay.
Yeah. And there's a reason why people like Ezekiel Elliott, who, like he was the biggest thing in the NFL, and then he was nothing. Like that's the life of burning out too quick as a running back in the NFL. And I think if you can I don't think we get to keep Algier, but if you can keep these two, you preserve both of their careers. You get a lot more mileage out of Bijan being able to have Algier late in the game. I love it. And I feel like the offensive line deserves their kudos for bouncing back. They did not have a great game against the Buccaneers running game wise. Buccaneers have a pretty, but Vikings have a great defensive line, do they not?
Yeah, I mean, some of it was just purely Bijan just making stuff happen.
Yeah,
But no, you're right. You're absolutely right. And they had some tough moments too, some tough penalties that hurt, and a couple of gnarly sacks. But just kept on pushing, man. And it was working. And so maybe that's at least an argument in favor of Zach, the other Zach, for just kind of sticking with what was working in a way.
Sure.
But yeah, that was I on a group chat today asked for takeaways just because, like, hey, bring them on, and that was the biggest one. It was play calling, and that was the biggest gripe.
Play calling, yeah. And I think that I'm there with that sentiment. I think there's just a lack of creativity. I think there was a third and medium where we went to Kyle Pitts, and then they called a timeout. And Kyle Pitts in the flat, short of the first down. And then they ran the same exact play, just on the other side of the field. And I was like, you got to be kidding me, man. That's not smart. Give them something different. And sometimes it just feels like they're playing it safe. They're playing not to lose. And I don't know. I feel like the talent on the field always makes the plays, but I don't love the creativity thus far. There were a couple of good plays, of course, but overall, I'm still not there with Zach Robinson.
Yeah, I think I said something like, it seems like he kind of is in fear of turning the ball over, and maybe that's just a boomer take, but it does seem like the foot is not being pressed down fully on the gas,
But I also will say, Penix missed several throws by
it happens, man.
Bit.
Yeah.
He did not have his best game. London, I haven't loved what I've seen so far from London this season. I'm picking up on vibes, and this is a show of vibes. We might not bring always the stats, but we're going to pick up on the vibes. Something seems off with Drake London. He seems a little bit kind of annoyed or frustrated, and maybe could be entitled. I don't know. Maybe that's a reach, but I'm hoping.
What are you seeing? What give me some
details. I've seen him visibly kind of complaining, visibly kind of with his body language, getting down if a throw didn't come his way. I've seen him. He has been blocking well. He did block well really last night, but I don't think he blocked well the first game. It's just a vibe.
They got a talking to,
just a vibe. But he had that fumble, and it could be due to the shoulder injury. But he has fumbled a lot, and he's also been stripped a lot.
Yeah,
been some legendary strips where he cost us the game. just by not holding on to the ball. It's a thing. I love Drake
Yeah.
London. Any thoughts?
Well, yeah, we got a lot of thoughts, and from the second that we drafted him, I like him, and I like the pick.
I love him.
My comp has always been Vincent Jackson.
Okay.
And then maybe Marcus Colston.
Okay.
And then and those would be like good outcomes. And if you look at their numbers, they were super productive, but never 100 or 90 or even 85 receptions in a season guys. Now there's one extra game now, right? Keep that in mind. So you got to, imagine that's about 7 more.
But he was top 5 last year.
Yes. And so he had, okay. And so the top end of his player comp for me would be Brandon Marshall. And Brandon Marshall, and all these guys are like 6'4", 6'5", 230. They're just big receivers. Brandon Marshall was a 100 catch guy. And we want to get more Brandon Marshall out of him than and I'll go low here, than Kelvin Benjamin. I don't know if you remember it, Kelvin Benjamin, but
you are much better about the players in the Rolodex, but
yeah, he was a bit. He played at Florida State and then was on the Panthers and had one good season with Cam, a great season, but put on a couple LBs and came to camp one year.
So
looking more like an O lineman than a receiver.
I think I remember him now.
Not sure if they. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
No, I remember this guy now. There were some pics circulated of how he showed up to camp. Like,
yeah,
you were a receiver,
right? And I don't know if they tried the old switch him to tight end move or not, but regardless, to make a long story short, if we end up getting Vincent Jackson out of Drake London, if you told me that when we drafted him, I would be like, sign me up, man. And that looks something like 70 to 80 receptions a season, 1,000 plus. I mean, it's good, really good stuff. He's not a guy. This is just a different, to use the word again, archetype than Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase or go down the list. And so I'm not saying we just need to find that guy, but treating London as if he is supposed to be something closer to that guy might not make total sense. Now, I know this isn't really even a rebuttal to what you were saying. You're just basically saying, like, what's going on?
I haven't seen it yet. Do I think we're gonna see it? Yes. You can't hold out his talent and his vibes all season. He plays with a lot of passion. One thing, he blocks really well and does not mind blocking and loves the run. So Arthur Smith guy. So I love him, but I just think something's up.
Yeah. So what could it be, man? What? Give me some theories, dude.
Okay. Maybe like the AC isn't working great at his crib.
No, but for real, dude. Yeah, right, dude. He's probably got like, these guys, their cribs are super nice.
They're dialed, I'm sure. What do I think it is? I don't know. This is a big year for him. This is a contract year. He could have gotten signed, but I think he made it so he would ball out this year and probably get paid more. That's what he's betting on.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe pressure's on the line. That could be a theory. Am I worried about him? What was that?
No, I'm just gonna say let's hope that turns into motivation and drive to to step it up. You know, I mean, the receiver position, it's like you got to get targets. Now the sharpest ball nowhere's out there. They love to say that good receivers earn targets, and it is true. You just watch the game, look at the numbers. Good receivers earn targets. It's true, and he has earned targets from the time he got here, man. And especially you look at target share, not just raw numbers. It's better to look at like the percentages and everything. Just elite target share. I think it still even is.
But he did not get a lot of targets early in that game. Bijan got a ton of targets passing wise.
Sure.
But Drake London how many targets did he have? I don't know. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see it. Let me see.
I'm gonna guess 5, 6.
4.
Oof. Yeah.
It wasn't a high volume. It wasn't a high volume night, man. Only 21 pass attempts. So out of 21 attempts, you have Bijan with 5 targets. Sorry, 3 receptions. Algier with 1, Drake with 4, Pitts with 5, Darnell with 4, Ray with 2. That's it. From this list. I'm not going to do the math right now.
What I will say, once again, you want to make a choo-choo on the pit stop.
Pitch stop.
Maybe have some boiled peanuts on the side.
Maybe some of those. Maybe some fudge. And I'm not even a fudge guy.
But when they got the goods, maybe some peanut brittle.
For sure. What's there's a fudge that's like tiger. It was a flavor of snow cone too. Tiger's blood. Is that what?
Blood. You know that?
Dude.
Yeah.
So
Bracha has an original tiger blood.
Oh yeah, I do know that. Hell yeah, dude. Or what about there's like some kind of they're like in the world of Cheetos, some kind of puffs that might be covered in so yeah, something like that, man.
Is it a spicy or a savory puff? What kind of puff are we talking about here?
I'm going sweet and savory mixed, salty, sweet. Yeah.
Right. I like that.
Pitts though, man. Dude, this is his year, man.
This is. I see something different in his effort. His routes. He's doing like little shimmies. I haven't seen that. He used to just kind of curve the routes. Now it could be injuries. I know he's been dealing with something, but I've seen something out of him effort-wise and precision and focus that, first time I've seen it. So very encouraging.
Absolutely, dude. And who's to say, man? If Matty had been a few years younger, maybe Pitts would have had rattled off 3 straight 1,000-yard years. I mean, because
or if they didn't let him go, and brought in Scariota, and
but Matty's last year was pretty rough, dude.
I was calling for him to be gone, which is tough for me to admit, but it was time.
Those were tough times.
Saw him I think he's improving as the announcer talking head guy. He's getting better. But man, you see his frame, like he's not a big guy. And like
who are we talking? Matt Ryan?
Matt Ryan. And so he was on
6'4", I think, maybe.
Yeah, but just his frame, his shoulders, he's slimmed down. You just see now in the present moment, he's doing CBS.
Right.
But just shows, man, like he made it happen with what he had, and I think he beefed up as much as he could and put as much arm strength as he could.
Absolutely.
Made the most of it. He's a high achiever. Shout
out Matty Ice, man. And listen, dude, nobody on the planet has been harder on Matty Ice. All right. I mean, I've had family members have to, like at the beach, have to just be like, hey, dude, can you please stop? It's like you're upsetting the kids, you know. Like, so I mean, but that's all in the past, and it was the trauma that we speak of, and that
Yes.
wasn't his fault. You know, we don't even need to say, but it wasn't his fault. The 2016 team was one of the best football teams I have ever watched play the game. It was pure magic, and he was the captain of the ship. So shout out Matty Ice. One more thing I'll say is that I think, you know, I'm sure he's a fine broadcaster. I would opt out of listening to that, but I'm sure he's fine, you know. But you know what he's doing best right now? Being a dad.
Yeah,
I think I've seen it. I've seen his posts and stuff. Super dad, you know, and I think he had twins. I'm pretty sure, which I couldn't even imagine, you know.
I think he might be a rad dad. Do you think he's a rad dad?
Definitely.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, 100%.
Love it.
Coming from a rad dad.
He's coming from the OG rad dad.
Pit season.
Pit season. So I think London is bound to have a comeback. And I think what better game, get right game than go into Carolina, Charlotte, home of Charlotte.
Sign me up, bro. Yeah, play Drake London in DFS. All right.
I got him on my squad. Will do. I would like to see a continuation on keeping to the running game, but we need some big plays, man. We missed on a couple of opportunities. We got too much talent outside and in the arm of Michael Penix to not take it up top, take the top off the defense, as our boy Randy Moss would say.
Hey, you know, Mooney had the second most big plays or explosive plays last season. I think they're called explosive plays, 20 yards or more, something like that.
Yeah.
He's coming off the injury, dude. It's coming, man. It's coming.
It's coming. Right? But he looked, as far as his footwork and speed, I didn't see too much of a drop off. I wasn't looking too hard, but I'm very hopeful. Oh, but it was a shoulder injury, so shouldn't be an issue as far as the wheels and the cuts.
But just coming back from an injury.
Sure, you know? He barely touched grass this training season.
Looking at Drake London's just career here, yards per touch. Okay, 2022 12, 2023 13, 2024 12.6. That's consistent. It's 9.5 right now. Do we really think that when at the end of the season that we're looking at that big of a drop off? I don't think so. No. And if there's something mentally, a vibe based issue going on, is that really going to cause? I don't think so, man. Unless
not forever. But I think he needs a breakout to get. I think he goes off passion a little bit, and I like that. I like that about him. But I think he needs to get a little TD just to feel the love and maybe get back into it. Maybe like get lucky and then get a groove.
Sure. You think that he's not? He's got to be vibing with Penix, because the 2 games or 3 games they played together last season, he went absolutely.
I'm aware those numbers are different. I know they are. He targeted Drake London all over the place that time around. And maybe this is a Zach Robinson thing. I don't know. I don't know why you don't have, hey, maybe it's an incompletion, but why don't you just throw it Fives way? See what happens, because he is also someone, Drake London's not going to outrun you down the seam, but he's going to, if you throw it up in the air, he's probably going to come down with it. Basketball player, you know, that's where he shines. Like toss
Brandon Marshall style.
Brandon Marshall. Yep.
Yeah, man. Hey, catch percentage is down this season. So maybe maybe something is going on. I don't know, man. Yards per target way down. So all that stuff, man, it's going to come back up. We're looking at a small sample size here, 2 games. Penix only attempted what did I say? 21 passes. So it's gonna be, we're good. All right, just get ready for a 200-yard, 14 catch game. Just go ahead and prepare for it.
Well, okay, so Carolina's 0-2. How has Bryce Young looked?
Sorry for laughing.
What?
I mean, it's like, yeah, man. Yeah, they are.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people had them like
dark horse.
yeah.
Dark.
I mean, I was not buying it, of course, but there's a lot of people don't want the Falcons to win. So they're like, oh, Bryce Young was figuring it out.
Nah. I don't think the underlying metrics point to that from last. I think they ran hot end of the season last year, and good for him, man. And they're playing in these insane shootouts, dude. So that's going to pump stats up. You know what I mean? We've seen that over the years. We've been a part of that thing. Maybe we won't be anymore. Maybe that's part of the lower pass attempts and everything. I mean, we won the game 22-6. This is not what we're used to.
Okay. And maybe we just need to bask in,
Let's bask.
Let's bask. Might as well. Couple of whales, bathing each other. We'll bask, these are good waters to be in. 1-1. I think that the hope was to, after the first 4 games, to be 2-2. I think that it's but Bills are coming up, and then Commanders, I believe.
Yeah, about the sketch. Yeah, but Bills, man, they're Jekyll and Hyde sometimes. I mean, obviously, just a great team.
They look good, but the Jets probably make people look good.
And we get to play. Game.
It's in ATL.
Yes. That's key. All right. Yeah. So we got
Mafia will take it over.
Yes, I do. Does any team with a fan base is going to take it, if we're being honest here.
Yeah.
It's hard to ruin the Basque.
But from what I know, and we got to get, we're gonna make it a goal, right? That this cast, the Gnarly Bros will make it to a game, sometime soon. Broadcast from the lot, maybe,
Ooh, yeah.
Couple grilled cheeses,
dude, yes, some spaghetti, maybe.
Lot spaghetti is
dude, it can hit the spot. And there's got to be some garlic bread.
Yeah, man, we gotta have the garlic, solar garlic.
Hey, so about Jaden, right? Jaden Daniels, he's out, brother.
He's out?
Yeah, he's out. Like at least, I think 2. I want to say 2 to 3 weeks. Let me just double check. But yeah, we got at Carolina, and then at home versus Washington, then a bye, and then at home against the Bills. So I love that it's at home, but it's pretty far ahead. So let's not. But man, the Bills roster is not anything compared to Eagles or even Packers. Definitely not. And I know I'm naming the elite teams right now, but people want to think of Bills as elite, and I would say that's a major flaw for them. Is absolutely, yeah. I mean, you saw what Lamar and now it is Lamar and the Ravens, but yeah, so I mean, we can if we can go into Minnesota and do what we did, and I know, JJ is buns. You're never going to catch me saying it. Just doesn't feel right saying, what I mean?
You're saying it, bro.
Well, I mean, I'm making fun of.
I'm just joking.
I think buns is buns, dude.
Buns is buns. See, I mean, you gotta lean in to the buns.
All right, so Jaden, but yeah, man, I feel I felt good. Hey, we have receipts from last night. What did I text you before the game?
You
What
felt
did I
good. Dirty Beast felt good going in. I wasn't so sure. I thought we were going to see more offense from. I mean, maybe. Yeah, we're going to see with JJ, but I also think that our defense deserves credit, and I think that Jeff Ulbrich deserves a lot of credit. I think he was very creative. Talk about not vanilla is the stunts and the creativity with all the pressures.
All of it, dude. The switching things up at the line of scrimmage, switching things up at the I think JJ says the same thing Dak says. What is it like? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It would be like one look and then here we go and then another. You got guys like in motion, just and I don't know.
Ellis, Caden Ellis is the heartbeat of our defense.
He had himself a game, man. He had himself a game. So just to fact check myself here, we don't know about Jaden how long he's going to be out, but it's a knee sprain, which is just never good. I mean, when your quarterback who runs has a knee sprain, it's not something you want to hear. So it says
they're not going to risk. They're not going to risk a bit. Their whole franchise is in that guy.
After what they did to RG3, and I know you remember that.
Oh yeah, you are very correct in bringing that up. Like they have not forgotten about that. I don't think anybody's forgotten about that.
But and so they say day to day, and now let's remember.
How do you feel about RG3 as a announcer?
I'm down, dude.
You're down,
and yeah, way down. I'll watch RG3. I'll listen to what he has to say. I like some of his takes on things. I like a good take, man. It doesn't even matter if it's
does have takes, has original angles.
Give me some takes. Give me takes. I like to read or watch a take over just ganj every time. Give me a take. I want to see it. And I don't care if it's bad or whatever. It's like fun to see, So I'm gonna have some pretty gnarly bad takes here on the cast. All right, I think I already had a couple. My support for Coup was maybe not the right.
Well, what was interesting, I believe that you started the episode pro Coup. By the end, you said, "Get him out of here," and I kind of love that. That's kind of the part of the therapeutic process. You can just process through, and maybe you get to the conclusion by the end.
With the help of others, with the help of a guide, right?
Sure.
So thank you. Namaste.
Namaste. We're in the nest. Don't forget. We might fly away at times, but we come back to the nest each Monday. And if you have gotten this far, we would love your support. Spread the word. We're coming at you. This is raw. We're coming with a lot of heart, and once again, I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to spend some time with you, Case Lodge. Dirty Beast.
Always, man. Always grateful.
Oh yeah, man. Grateful Duns.
Grateful Duns, dude.
Heck yeah. Well, with that, we sign off as the Gnarly Bros. We got a big game in Carolina next week. I'm feeling good about this one, but we got to come correct. Let's keep the defense, wind in his hair on fire, and maybe Penix will take it deep, and we'll get some exciting stuff on the offensive side of the ball. Sound like a plan?
Yeah. Sounds like a plan to me.
All right. Peace, brother. Take care.
Peace.